ahead and let's look in Ephesians chapter 1, verse 11. It says, "In whom we have obtained an inheritance, being predestined according to the purpose of him who works all things according to the counsel of his own will." It says, "In whom also we have obtained an inheritance." Now look at that. You've got an inheritance. Boy, I know I've seen people hear these stories about somebody that they inherited all this wealth, or you'll see stories like that on YouTube, or you'll see it on the internet, and you'll see these stories, and they're these miraculous stories. Someone that was poor, and he had a rich uncle that died that they never knew, and then they end up finding it, and people are thinking, boy, I wish that would happen to me. It says, in Jesus, you have obtained an inheritance. And then it says in chapter 1, and it says at verse 18, Paul actually said, he was praying down at the middle of part of verse 18, he was praying for us that we would know what is the riches of the glory of his inheritance in the saints. You have received an inheritance from your elder brother, and that inheritance was put into effect when he died. That is when an inheritance takes effect, is when the testator has died. That is what it says back in Hebrews. It has an inheritance, a will. It has no power until the testator dies. Jesus died. When he died, that would put the whole thing into effect. You have an inheritance. You have got to find out what that inheritance is, and you've got to get into it. It says, being predestined according to the purpose of him who works all things according to the counsel of his own will. You've been predestined. You've been predestined. The plan of God for your life has been predestined. He gave you the gifts, and it coincides with your gifts and your calls. It coincides with everything, all your talents, all your abilities. Let's go on to verse 12. That we who first trusted in Christ should be to the praise of his glory. God is wanting us, and everything that we're doing, He has got such a magnificent plan. There is such a plan. When you start walking in the plan of God and fulfilling the call of God for your life, what is going to happen is you won't even have to say what you are or what you do. People around you are going to look at you and they're going to be thinking, oh my goodness, look at those people. Look at that. That has just got to be God in their life. I don't see anybody like them. I don't see people like that they are just, they got blessings coming to them. I don't ever see their family sick. These people are always happy. They're never depressed. They don't have to take depression medication. They aren't down. They aren't going through, they are not going through the things. These guys, it's like they live in victory all the time. It's like they're always winning. And that kind of stuff gives God praise. That literally gives God praise. It's like, do you know what? Those people, they pray to God and he answers them. They get what they're praying for. Literally. They'll pray about a healing and someone will get healed. They'll pray about finances and finances will come. They'll pray about this and that and the other. Things happen. And it's all to the praise of the glory of God.